All right, welcome back. So this is going to be the hunt phase of the Lantern Year #1. Um, Quick review of the survivors from last time. You have Luke, whose genitals were ripped off by the White Lion, but he actually did kill the prologue White Lion. And you've got Han, who threw his founding stone and gained the +1 strength from the prologue event, chopping off the strange hand. You have Leia and Mara. Um, both my females don't have anything special on them other than I did give Mara the cat eye circlet. And we gave Han, who's got the +1 strength, the bone axe. And we also gave him a raw hide headband. And for Luke, Luke has revenge. Oops. So there's revenge. And so when a survivor dies during the showdown, they suffer frenzied brain trauma. So it's kind of a negative as far as a disorder goes, but it's a positive depending on how you use it. And everybody has their founding stones except for Han, who's got the axe. So we're going to go ahead and start. And we're going to have Mara start this one off. So Mara is going to reveal the first hunt event. And there it is. So I'll bring it over here so you guys can see it better. It is Lion in Heat. So the darkness is filled with unearthly screeching and yowling. Huddled together, the survivors close their eyes but cannot sleep. All survivors suffer 1 brain event damage. So not too bad. We do have insanity on all our survivors, so that's going to help out. So Han is down to 4 insanity. Luke is down to 5 insanity. Leia is down to 3 insanity. And Mara is no longer insane. She is down to 2 insanity. So at least we have 1 sane survivor. And the event revealer will now move over to Luke. So we'll move on the hunt event board. And Luke will be the hunt revealer for this card. So you have the dreaded White Lion Cub. The survivors find a White Lion Cub. They may choose to slay the cub. If they do, each survivor gains 1 random basic resource. The event revealer rolls on the table below. So, that's going to happen. On the board, 4. Okay, the father lion shows up. Begin the showdown immediately. Okay, so what that means is we're going to go ahead and stop the hunt phase right now. I'll set up the showdown and I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. And we are going to go ahead and start the showdown. I want to go ahead and point out from the White Lion Cub, we got the love juice, the hide, monster bones, and a monster organ. Here we have Han. You can see that he's got the bone axe. Here we've got Luke. You see that he's got revenge. And he's got destroy genitals, which really doesn't affect him right now. Not in the fight anyways. You got Mara, who I gave the cat eye circlet. And Leia, who's just got a founding stone. Over here, as far as the setup goes, 2 tall grass and the 2 random terrain cards that I got were the giant stone face and debris. And you'll see I set debris over here with the tall grass and the stone face. And we'll go ahead and start the showdown. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do with the showdown is we're going to place our characters. And we are going to have Han, who is in the gold. We're going to have him be the one that gets attacked. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll have Han over here. And we'll place Let's go ahead and place Luke here. We'll have Luke be the one that gets attacked. We'll have the other two survivors out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And that's how our survivors will start. And we'll battle this white lion. So, as always, the white lion's going to go first. We're going to draw his first AI card. And that first AI card is Revenge. And so Revenge states the last survivor to wound in range. Well, that would be nobody. Nobody's wounded him. The closest threat in field of view. And again, we're going to make that Luke. So the white lion's going to run up on Luke. And the white lion's going to attack Luke. It is 2 attacks at a 2+, 3+, 4+, because he is in the grass. So a 4+ on Luke. That is 2 hits. The locations are the hand and the hand. So that's 2 to the hand if we want to take that. We're going to take 1 to the arms. And we are going to dodge. Otherwise, he would be at heavy and be knocked down. Okay, and then Revenge. So the white lion isolates its prey. Full move the white lion away from all threats. Target suffers grab. Away from all threats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the white lion's going to isolate Luke over there, and he's going to take another injury. 1 to the foot. So it's a light injury on his foot. So let's go ahead and mark that off. So, injury to the arms, injury to the legs, and he did use his 1 survival, so he is down to 0 survival. So not a great start for our survivors, but let's see what we can do. So Leia's going to come down, 1, 2. She's going to search the debris pile. So let's see what debris says. So here it is. Roll a d10 to scavenge. I don't have a scavenger kit, so it's just a straight up. Maybe she'll get a scrap sword. Let's see. It's a 6. Find useful remains. Gain 1 random basic resource and archive the terrain. We always use free resources. So we'll mix up the resource deck, and we'll pull 1 card. And that card is another monster organ. So we'll put that here with the other resources we got from the White Lion Cup. And we have Mara and we have Han. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to hope and pray that the AI card is not last survivor to be knocked down. Let me correct one thing. We did have Luke get attacked. He was the monster controller, so we're going to give him an insanity. And now it is the monster's turn. The monster controller is Han. And we're going to draw Chomp. So the closest threat facing in range. There is no threat facing. Closest threat in field of view. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's going to be Mara. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is the monster's movement. And he's going to stop right there. And he's not in range to attack us. At the end of the monster turn, Luke stands up. And of course he can't reach the white lion. But maybe we can get him to jump back or something like that. Three. I'm going to go ahead and stay in the grass. And that is Leia. So Leia's going to attack with her Founding Stone. She needs 7s. So there's 1 hit with her Founding Stone. And that hit location card is the Beast's Ribs. There's a wound reaction to this, so we'll read that if necessary. So with a strength of 1 on the weapon, and the White Lion has a toughness of 8 now. That is correct. So I need a 7 to wound the White Lion. So there's a 7. So that does wound the White Lion. And now it says, well, here's the AI card. And we'll mark off on the monster's life. And it says, if the attacker has 3+ understanding, the sound of the cracking ribs. Oh, well, she does not. And so that is the end of that. So we'll put that in the discard pile. And we'll go ahead and move Mara. Mara will do the exact same thing. She'll hit with her Founding Stone. She needs 7s. That's 2 misses. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Hoping he was going to turn around, but he did not. And so Han is going to go ahead and strike with his Bone Axe. He needs 6s with the Bone Axe. It's an 8 and a 5. So that's 1 hit with his Bone Axe. And the hit location is the Beast Femur. The blow lands on the monster's leg. So with a strength of 3 and his strength of +1, he needs a 4 to wound the White Lion. That is a failure. But there's no failure on the card. And we have Luke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to run up. There's not much he can do. I could dash if he had survival, but he doesn't. So I think I'm just going to end it there, and the monster controller will move over to Leia. So the monster's AI card that I draw is Claw. So closest threat facing in range, nobody's facing. Closest threat in field of view. We're going to turn, and we're going to attack Leia. So it's 2 attacks on Leia, 2+, 3+, 4+, because she's in the grass. So a 4+ to hit her. That's 2 hits. The locations are the hand and the waist. She's going to take both of them. So that's going to give her a light on the arms. And it's going to give her 0 armor now on the waist as he tears through the cloth that's on Leia. And that's all that happens with that. Claw's the weakest attack, though. It's always a 2+ to hit. So Mara's going to run around to the back. So now she's going to strike twice with her Founding Stone. She needs 6s to hit. 2 misses. We're going to have Han strike the rear. And so he needs 5s to hit. 2 misses. We're going to have Leia attack. She needs 7s from the front. That's 2 hits. Okay, so we have the first card is the Fuzzy Groin. Just don't crit it. It's early in the game. And then the Straining Neck, where I could possibly kill it. So we're going to do the Fuzzy Groin first. Might as well try for the testes, and then if I crit twice, I might actually kill the White Lion. So here we go. Strength of 1, she needs a 7 to wound the White Lion. That's a 2 and fail. Straining Neck, she also needs a 7. That's an 8. So that is a wound on the White Lion. That's the second wound we did to him. And Leia is now going to stay there in the grass. Luke's going to run up. 1, 2, He's going to strike the white lion, hopefully. He needs 7s to hit. That is 2 misses. And that is the end of our turn. Mara is now the monster controller. We'll draw this card, and it is Grasp. So, closest knockdown survivor in range, nobody. The closest survivor in range, we're going to make it Leah. It's 1 attack. She needs a 4+. So that's a 2. So he misses. And that is the end of the white lion's turn. Excellent. It is now our turn. We're going to go ahead and we're going to use Han first. So Han's going to try to strike twice with the bone axe. He needs 5s. A 1 and a 2. 2 misses. And he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the grass. Mara's now going to try to attack him. 2 and a 1. She's going to go 1, 2, 3 into the grass. 1, 2, 3. Luke's going to come around. He needs 6s. That's 2 hits on the white lion. The first card is the soft belly. There's no negative to this, so I'm guessing we're going to do that one first. And the beast temple, which has a failure reaction, so we'll do that one second. So the soft belly first. And with a strength 1 weapon, I need a 7 to wound the white lion. That's a 9. And it's 1 AI gone from the white lion. And for his second, and this will be the Beast Temple. If I fail on this one, he's going to do a basic action, attack me. It's an 8, so that is a wound. Into the discard, and another AI gone. So we're doing decent. I know, never say that. And the last one we have going is going to be Leia. She's going to come around to the blind spot. She needs 6s to hit. That is 2 misses. The monster controller now becomes Luke. And the AI card that we draw is Alert. It's a mood. So I'll read it to you. When a survivor moves into a space within the zone of death, stop their movement, they gain the priority target token. Discard Alert and perform basic action. When the monster is knocked down, discard Alert. So that is what happens to him. So now, that's the end of the turn. And it says when a survivor moves into an area. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use Mara. And Mara's going to look at the top 3 hit locations of the hit location deck. Okay, and we're looking for a critical that will knock him down. So here it is. You got the beast heel and the beast tricep. So the beast tricep, if we crit on this location, discard a mood currently in play. The white line is knocked down, which happens anyways. Or we can do the beast heel, which is a persistent injury. So when the white lion starts its movement, roll a d10. On a 1, the white lion is knocked down. So the white lion is knocked down on this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that on top of the hit location deck. And Mara's turn is going to be over. Now, we're going to use Luke. And Luke is going to throw his Founding Stone. So we're going to archive this Founding Stone to do an automatic critical hit on the white lion. And that location is going to be, believe it or not, it's going to be the beast's heel. So it says, your precise attack ruins the monster's straining tendon. The white lion is knocked down. And according to Alert, Alert says when the monster is knocked down, discard Alert. So we discard Alert. And then it says, when the white lion starts its movement, roll a d10. On a result of 1, the white lion is knocked down. So we're going to take an AI card away from the white lion, thanks to that founding stone throw. Of course, Luke is without a weapon now. So Luke's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the grass. And with the white lion knocked down, we still have Leia's turn and we still have Han's turn. So Leia's going to go first. She needs 3s to hit the white lion. Before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and mix up the AI cards. There's 5 AI cards left, plus his final wound, for a total of 6. Okay, do I cut it? I do not. And Leia's going to attack. She needs 3s. So there's 2 hits on the white lion. I have the fleshy gut, which we ignore the reaction. And I got the beast tricep. So looking at the criticals, neither one of them are very good. So we're going to do the fleshy gut first. Okay, so here we go. The fleshy gut. Just because he's knocked down doesn't make him any weaker, so she's going to need a 7 to wound him. That is in the crack, sorry. Try to do better. That is an 8, so that is a wound. And for the second one, which is going to be failure. And now she's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the grass. 1, 2, 3, 4. Han's going to come up. He needs 3s to hit. So a 5 and an 8. 2 hits for Han. So I've got the beast elbow and the beast chest. Again, ignoring the thing, we just go down to the crit and see which one we want to do first. Nothing big there. And gain 1 random one. It doesn't matter which one we do first, so let's go ahead and do the beast chest first. So the beast chests. So that's a 9. He doesn't have a plus luck, and that's not a critical hit, so it's just a wound. So another wound for the white lion. And now we're going to go ahead and try to wound the beast elbow. A 7, that's another wound. And that's all we can do. We didn't choose Inner Lantern, so we don't have Surge. So the white lion's actually going to stand up. And we're going to draw an AI card. The monster controller is Han. And it is Revenge. The last survivor to wound in range. That is Han. So it's 2 attacks, and it's a 2+ to hit him. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and let the white lion try to hit Han. It is 2 damage apiece, and then he's going to grab me. But I think we can take this. Hopefully we get a 1 roll. Here we go. 2 attacks on Han. Or we could actually run Han away, have him go into the grass. Now, this way we're definitely going to take 1 hit probably. So there's 2 3s. That's 2 hits on Han. The 2 locations are the waist and the body. So Han's going to dodge the body. So he's down to 0 survival. He's got a light injury on the waist. And now he's going to get grabbed. And he's going to move away from survivors. So he'll have to go this way. If he goes this way, he gets closer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dropping Han off and doing another damage to his foot. So a light injury to Han's foot. And revenge is over. So our survivors are out here. Let's see. Mara's got 1 survival left. So Mara is going to stand Han up with Encourage. So up he comes, and she'll use a survival to do that. And now she's going to use her Cat Eye Circlet in order to see what the next 3 hit locations are. Oh, and Han did get targeted. Sorry. And so he's going to get an Insanity for that last attack. So the top 3 hit locations are Beast's Back, the Trap, and the Beast's Flank. So we're going to use the Beast's Flank first. Then the Beast's Back, and then Clever Ploy. So we know the Trap is the 3rd card. So Han, now that he's being stood up, and Mara will just move up. Han's going to go ahead and attack twice. So he's going to move around to the side. Attacking twice, he needs 6s. So there's an 8 and a 9. So those are the 2 locations that are not the Trap. He'll do the Beast Flank first. The other card actually has a reaction. So the Beast Back will have him run forward if I fail. So we'll do the Beast Flank first. And so he's going to need a 4 to wound the White Lion. So that's a 5. So he wounds the White Lion. Oh, the White Lion moved. Did he get knocked down? No, he did not. Apologies. So that's 1 AI card for the wound. And now we'll attack the second. There's only 1 AI card left. It is Revenge, so we'll flip that back over. And we will attack the Beast Back. There's a failure reaction to this, so don't fail. A 3. So he fails. And the White Lion moves forward. Okay, with that, the White Lion moves forward. Does he get knocked down? Oh. And before he moves, he gets knocked down. So when the White Lion starts its movement, roll a d10. On a result of 1, the White Lion is knocked down. So that really doesn't matter too much. Now, we need to move somebody up, or Han's the one that's going to get attacked. So we're going to have to move up. I'm going to have to move Leia up. So Leia's going to move up here. And she's just going to stay there. I need her to get attacked. Oddly enough. So Leia is now the monster controller. But we know that the next card is Revenge. It's going to attack Han because Han was the last one to injure it. We could trigger the trap with Leia. We could lose Han this turn with the Revenge card. The Revenge card's pretty nasty. It actually does a lot of damage to him. We can't get to him with Luke, and Luke's already thrown his stone anyways. Mara's already gone. We're just gonna have to leave it the way it is. I really have no choice. So the card we draw is Revenge. The last survivor to wound in range. Well, that ends up being Han. So it's going to be 2 attacks. And it's a 2+ to hit him. So here's the rolls. So there's 1 hit on Han. It's 2 damage to his foot, which, of course, takes him into severe injury. So we'll open up the severe injury table in the book and hope for the best. So that is a 1. So blood shoots from your femoral artery at an alarming rate, killing you in seconds. Down goes, we'll leave the ring there. Down goes Han. So the first death of our campaign is the person that we have with +1's permanent strength. And he's got my axe. With the monster sitting there, Leia's going to attack twice. 2 attacks at the rear. 2 misses, and she's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back into the grass. Mara's going to take... Oh, it's a good thing she didn't hit. I forgot to do the cat eye circlet and move the stupid trap to the bottom. And we're going to stop there. Monster controller is now Mara. So we draw Revenge again. So it's the last survivor to wound in range. Now the closest threat in field of view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It ends up attacking Leia. So 2 attacks on Leia, 4+ to hit Leia. There's 1 hit, 2 damage to her head. So she's going to dodge that. And that is the lion's turn. We're going to go ahead and move her from the front. She'll get to go to the side, and she needs 7s to hit the white lion. It's a 9 and a 5, so that's 1 hit. So it does have a failure reaction. She gets a 9, so she does not fail. And down goes Revenge. So the white lion is now down to 1 life. Wish we could have done that earlier before Han died. We're going to use Mara and her cat eye circlet. Look at the top 3. Definitely going to move Clever Claw to the bottom, Glorious Mane to the bottom, and we're going to have Beast Maw at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Luke is going to now attack. He's got 2 attacks with hand and foot. So he needs 7s from the rear. So there's 2 6s, 2 misses. And that's the end of that turn. The monster controller is now Luke. And the monster is going to do basic action. So the basic action states, closest survivor is the target in field of view. So that's going to be Leia. So he's going to attack twice. He needs 2s to hit Leia. There's 2 hits. 1 damage to these locations, which is the foot and the waist. So light injuries to both on Leia. And there they are. And it is now our turn. We know that that trap card is at the bottom, so we're going to have Leia get out from in front. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to attack twice from the side, needing 7s. 2 misses. We're going to have Mara come up. 2 attacks. She needs 6s. There's a hit. So 1 hit, and that is the Beast's Maw. So she's going to need a 7 to wound the White Lion, and that is a failure. The monster roars triumphantly. Roll a d10 on a 4 plus. It is. The attacker suffers a brain damage per monster level and is knocked down. So Mara suffers a brain damage. She's down to 1 insanity. And she gets knocked down. And lastly, we have Luke, who's using Fist and Tooth. He needs 7s from the rear. 2 hits. He's going to trigger the trap. So clever ploy. Hoping he was only going to get 1. The attacker is caught in the White Lion's ruse and is savagely mauled. Attacker is doomed. From basic action, target the attacker. So he's going to get an insanity for that. So he's going to get attacked twice. White Lion needs a 2 plus to hit him. That's 2 hits on him. 1 damage to the body and 1 damage to the head. So that's a heavy on the head and a light on the body. And we'll go ahead and mix up the hit locations again. Okay, we'll give him a good shuffle here. And the White Lion controller is going to be Leia. And the basic action is going to attack Leia. So he needs 4s to hit Leia. She's in the grass. 2 hits. 1 damage to her hand and 1 to the body. So that's a heavy to the arms. And a light to the body. And that knocks her down. All right, at the end of the turn, because both of these happen on my turn, Luke and Mara will stand up. Luke's going to come around to the side, or to the blind spot. He's going to attack twice, needing 7s. There's 1 hit. And it's the Beast's chest. So with a strength of 0, he's actually going to need an 8 to wound. That's a 6. So the failure reaction is 1, 2. He's going to grab Leia and drop her right there. So Leia's going to take 1 damage to the head. So that's her heavy on the head. She's already knocked down, so she can't get knocked down again. We need to kill this thing. Leia is taking a beating. And now Mara. So Mara's going to move over 1. So that she's in the blind spot. She still has her founding stone. We could kill it with a founding stone, but I'm going to try to keep it. So she needs 6s to hit the White Lion. 2 misses. And now it is the White Lion's turn. It's going to come over here and collide with her. And it's going to attack Luke. 2 attacks needing to hit him on 2. That's 2 hits. 1 damage to the hand and 1 to the waist. So the waist is a light, and the hands is a heavy, or the arms is a heavy. I must have missed one. His waist armor is gone. Okay, and the rest looks right on him. At the end of his turn, she comes up. That happened with collision, so she's going to stay knocked down. And he's knocked down. Okay. Leia's going to save the day. Leia's going to come up. She's going to attack twice with her Founding Stone. Missing twice. And the White Lion is then going to sniff. Is that correct? So the action is closest survivor in field of view. Nope. So it's a survivor. So that's going to be Luke again. So he's going to attack Luke twice. 2 hits on Luke. It's going to be 1 damage to hand, 1 to the body. So that's a heavy on the body. And it's going to be a severe injury on the arms. 2. Die of shock. Your vision fades along with the sight of your mangled, armless torso. Okay. Down goes Luke. Mara stands up, and Leia's going to attack from the back. That's 1 hit. That hit location is the beast flank. That's a 7. The White Lion dies. We have 2 survivors left. Leia and Mara. Down goes Han with our +1 permanent strength, and down went Luke, who didn't have genitals anyways, and already had a disorder. I'm just trying to make excuses to make myself feel better. So we go to the aftermath of the showdown. And it's a victory. 1 hunt experience, 1 weapon proficiency. So we have a hunt experience for Leia and a hunt experience for Mara. Both of them age. And Leia is the one that took out the White Lion, so we'll roll to see if she gets a promo card. She does not. We get 4 basic and 4 White Lion resources. I have to keep reminding myself it's not a game about the survivors. It's about the resources and about the equipment you have. That's what travels from lantern year to lantern year. It's very important to get good equipment. So Great Cat Bone, Whiskers again, Lion Testes, and the Lion Claw. And for basic resources, we're going to pull a monster organ, broken lantern, a hide, and another hide. And now we will go ahead and turn to age. So both of our female survivors aged. And so they get to roll 2d10 and choose a weapon proficiency. So Leia is going to choose axe. We'll move the axe over to her. And I think Mara's going to choose spear, because I have a feeling we're going to make the spear, the lion spear. We're going to roll for, put these with the rest of the resources, which we'll use up at our settlement phase. We're going to roll for Leia first on the age chart. It is a 13. She gets a fighting art. And for Mara, that's a 15. Again, it's a fighting art. So they both get fighting arts. And mix the fighting arts up really good. And we'll pull 1 for Leia. Hopefully it's a good one. And the fighting art we pull is ambidextrous, which is awesome. If we can get another axe, she's going to be a killing machine. And our second one is Monster Claw style. So maybe Mara will be Fist and Tooth. We'll see. We just got to make sure that they don't die. All right. So there's our age. They both learned skills. And that is the end of the showdown. We're going to go ahead and set up the settlement. And when we come back, we'll do the settlement phase for Lantern Year number 2. Thanks for joining me.